Hey guys, just hold on 1 second. Hey guys, this is AJ from Age's Adventures, and today I will be doing my very first Star Wars Sunday fanfic using ChatGPT. So tomorrow is more of a Monday, so yeah. So this one is, what if Qui-Gon never died? So yeah. I have a feeling you will enjoy this. But yeah. Qui-Gon Jinn, a Jedi Knight, stands on the planet of Naboo, next to his Padawan, Obi-Wan Kenobi. They are surrounded by the Trade Federation's battle droids, who are trying to take over the planet. Obi-Wan, stay by my back. Obi-Wan, stay back. I'll handle this. Master, be careful. Qui-Gon activates his lightsaber and charges at the droids. He uses the Force to jump and dodge blaster fire, expertly slicing the droids with his lightsaber. These droids are no match for a Jedi. The droids continue to fire at Qui-Gon, but he is able to deflect the blaster bolts with his lightsaber. He expertly takes out the droids one by one until there are none left standing. Master, that was incredible. You are truly one with the Force. I still have much to teach you, my young Padawan. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan depart from Naboo and continues to serve the Jedi Council. Qui-Gon never died and continue to take on new Padawans and continue to help the galaxy and the Jedi Order. Years later, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan were sent to the planet of Geonosis, where they were to rescue the captured Jedi. And they fought in the Battle of Geonosis. Qui-Gon was able to outsmart and outmaneuver the droid army and the Separatist leaders, ultimately leading to the defeat of the Separatists and the preservation of the Republic. We may have won this battle, but the war is far from over. We must continue to fight for peace and justice in the galaxy. Yes, Master, I will follow your lead always. In this scenario, Qui-Gon was able to continue to serve the Jedi Order and the galaxy, never meeting his fate on the planet of Naboo. What happens with Anakin? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo. As a result, he was able to discover Anakin Skywalker, a slave on the desert planet of Tatooine. Qui-Gon saw the potential in Anakin and decided to bring him back with him to the Jedi Temple to be trained as a Jedi. Anakin, you have a strong connection with the Force. I believe you have the potential to become a great Jedi. Me? A Jedi? I never thought that was possible. It is possible, and I will be here to guide you every step of the way. Anakin began training under Qui-Gon's guidance, and Qui-Gon was able to teach Anakin how to control his emotions and use the Force in a more balanced way. Anakin was able to progress quickly under Qui-Gon's guidance and become a powerful Jedi Knight. Years later, Qui-Gon, Anakin, and Obi-Wan were sent to the planet of Geonosis, where they were to rescue the captured Jedi. Anakin fought bravely alongside Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, using his skills and powers to defeat the droid army and the Separatist leaders, ultimately leading to the defeat of the Separatists and the preservation of the Republic. Anakin, you have surpassed all of my expectations. I am proud of you, my Padawan. Thank you, Master Qui-Gon. I couldn't have done it without your guidance. In this scenario, Anakin was able to become a powerful Jedi Knight under Qui-Gon's guidance, never falling to the dark side as he did in the original Star Wars storyline. He continued to serve the Jedi Order and the galaxy, becoming a respected and powerful Jedi Knight, fighting for peace and justice in the galaxy. What happens to Padme? In this scenario, Qui-Gon never died on the planet of Naboo, and thus Anakin Skywalker never fell to the dark side, and never married Padme Amidala. Padme, as a senator of Naboo, was able to continue her political career to bring peace and stability to the galaxy. I am honored to serve the people of Naboo and the entire galaxy, working to bring an end to this war and create a lasting peace. Padme worked closely with the Jedi Order, and developed a strong friendship with Qui-Gon and Anakin, and relied on their guidance and protection on her diplomatic missions. I couldn't do this without the Jedi. They are true defenders of peace and justice in the galaxy. Padme's efforts as a senator helped to bring an end to the war and establish a lasting peace in the galaxy. She was able to help improve the lives of the people of Naboo and throughout the galaxy through her efforts to create fair trade arguments, improve education, and promote social justice. This is just the beginning. We must continue to work together to create a better future for all. In this scenario, Padme was able to achieve her political goals and improve the lives of the people of Naboo and the entire galaxy without being caught up in the personal tragedy that befell her in the original Star Wars storyline. She was able to continue to serve the galaxy as a respected and effective politician, and her friendship with Qui-Gon and Anakin continued to strengthen over the years. So, very cool fanfic so far here. What happened with Darth Maul? In this scenario, Qui-Gon never died on the planet of Naboo, and thus Darth Maul was not able to defeat him in battle. I will not be denied my victory. I will find and kill this Qui-Gon Jinn. However, Qui-Gon and his Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi were able to sense the dark side in Darth Maul and knew he was a dangerous threat to the Jedi Order and the galaxy. They put together a plan to capture and bring Darth Maul to justice. Obi-Wan, we must act quickly. Darth Maul is a dangerous Sith Lord. We cannot allow him to continue his reign of terror. I am ready, Master Qui-Gon. Together we will defeat the Sith. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, along with a team of Jedi Knights, were able to track down Darth Maul and capture him in a fierce battle. You may have captured me, but the Sith will rise again. You will be brought to justice. You will be brought to justice for your crimes against the Jedi Order and the galaxy. Darth Maul was then brought before the Jedi Council and was put on trial for his crimes. He was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. In this scenario, Darth Maul was able to defeat Qui-Gon Jinn. In this scenario, Darth Maul was not able to defeat Qui-Gon Jinn in battle and instead was captured and brought to justice. Unable to continue his reign of terror and spread the influence of the dark side in the galaxy, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan were able to successfully protect the galaxy and the Jedi Order from the threat of the Sith. What happened to Palpatine? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and thus the events that led to the rise of Emperor Palpatine and the Galactic Empire were never set in motion. I had to pull some strings, but I am now the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic. My influence will be felt throughout the galaxy. However, with Qui-Gon's guidance and his role in the Jedi Order, he was able to sense Palpatine's true intentions and saw through his guise. Qui-Gon, along with the Jedi Council, was able to expose Palpatine's true nature and his plans to overthrow the Republic and establish a galactic empire. Palpatine's true intention is to overthrow the Republic. We must act quickly to stop him. I will do whatever it takes to protect the Republic and the Jedi Order, Master Qui-Gon. The Jedi Council, along with the support of the Galactic Senate, was able to remove Palpatine from his position as Supreme Chancellor and bring him to trial for his crimes against the Republic. You may have won this battle, but the war is not over. My followers will avenge me. You will be held accountable for your actions. The Republic and the Jedi Order will continue to fight for peace and justice in the galaxy. In this scenario, Qui-Gon was able to expose Palpatine's true intentions and prevent him from gaining power, thus stopping the rise of the Galactic Empire. The Republic and the Jedi Order were able to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy, and Palpatine was brought to justice for his crimes. Did Dooku turn to the dark side? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, Count Dooku never turned to the dark side. I have always been a loyal member of the Jedi Order. I will do whatever it takes to protect the Republic and the Jedi Order. Qui-Gon, being alive and active in the Jedi Order, was able to recognize Dooku's dissatisfaction with the corruption within the Republic and the Jedi Council, and was able to work with him to find a peaceful solution to the issues. Dooku, I understand your concerns about corruption within the Republic and the Jedi Order and the Jedi Council, but we must work together to find a peaceful solution. You are right, Qui-Gon. Together, we can make a difference. With Qui-Gon's guidance, Dooku was able to play an instrumental role in uncovering and addressing the corruption within the Republic and the Jedi Council, helping to bring about much-needed reform and stability to the galaxy. I am proud to have been able to make a difference and help bring about peace and stability in the galaxy. In this scenario, Dooku never turned to the dark side, and instead, he was able to work with Qui-Gon and the Jedi Order to uncover and address the corruption within the Republic and the Jedi Council, ultimately helping to bring about peace and stability in the galaxy. Did the Clone Wars still happen? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the events that led to the Clone Wars were never set in motion. The Jedi Order and the Republic were able to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy through the diplomatic means and negotiations, rather than through military force. The Jedi Order and the Republic must work together to find peaceful solutions to conflicts, and we should not resort to war. I agree, Master Qui-Gon. We must always strive for peace. With Qui-Gon's guidance and leadership, the Jedi Order was able to prevent the Separatists from gaining power and instead was able to negotiate peaceful solutions to conflicts, bringing about stability and peace to the galaxy without the need for a war. This is a great victory for the Republic and for peace in the galaxy. In this scenario, the Clone Wars never happened. The Jedi Order and the Republic and other parties were able to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy through diplomatic means, preventing the mass loss of life and destruction that occurred in the original Star Wars storyline. Did Ahsoka become Anakin's Padawan? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, Ahsoka Tano was never taken as Anakin Skywalker's Padawan. Without the Clone Wars, Ahsoka would have never been appointed as Anakin's Padawan by the Jedi Council and would have continued her training under another Jedi Master or the Jedi Council itself. I am honored to be chosen as a Padawan, but I am a bit confused. I thought I would be assigned to another master. Ahsoka, you have shown a great potential, and we believe that you will learn much from Anakin Skywalker. He is a powerful Jedi Knight and a skilled warrior. I understand. I will do my best to learn from him and serve the Jedi Order and the Republic. In this scenario, Ahsoka never becomes Anakin's Padawan and would have continued her training under another Jedi Master or the Jedi Council itself. She would still have the opportunity to learn and grow as a Jedi Knight, saving the Jedi Order and the Republic. Did Anakin still turn to the dark side? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and Anakin Skywalker was trained by Qui-Gon in a balanced way, without the influence of the dark side and the tragic events that led to his fall in the original Star Wars storyline. Without the pressure and the loss of his loved ones, Anakin was able to maintain his balance and continued to serve the Jedi Order and the Republic as a powerful Jedi Knight. I will always strive for to maintain balance and serve the Jedi Order and the Republic. I am proud of you, my Padawan. You have become a powerful Jedi Knight and a true defender of peace and justice in the galaxy. As a result, Anakin never turned to the dark side. He continued to serve the Jedi Order and the Republic and became a respected and powerful Jedi Knight, fighting for peace and justice in the galaxy. He never became Darth Vader. The galaxy never saw the rise of the Galactic Empire, and the Jedi Order continued to protect the galaxy from the dark side. What happens with the clone army? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the Clone Wars never happened. The Jedi Order and the Republic were able to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy through diplomatic means and negotiations, rather than through military force. As a result, the Clone Army, which was created to fight in the Clone Wars, was never activated and produced. The Republic would have continued to rely on its own military and security forces rather than the Clone Army. I am glad we were able to prevent the Clone Wars. I couldn't imagine having to fight against our own soldiers. Yes, the Jedi Order and the Republic must always strive for peace and diplomacy rather than resorting to war. The Jedi Order and the Republic would have continued to work together to address and resolve conflicts through peaceful means, without the need for a massive clone army to fight in a war. This would have prevented the mass loss of life and destruction that occurred in the original Star Wars storyline. Alright, next. Alright, hope you guys are enjoying this. What happened with the Trade Federation? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the Trade Federation's blockade and invasion of the planet never took place. Without the Trade Federation's actions, the Jedi Order and Republic were able to peacefully resolve any issue or conflict with the Trade Federation through diplomatic means and negotiations. We must work to find a peaceful solution to our differences with the Trade Federation. I agree. A peaceful solution is always preferable to war. As a result, the Jedi Order and the Republic were able to negotiate fair trade agreements and resolve any issues with the Trade Federation without resorting to military force. This prevented the Trade Federation's blockade and invasion of Naboo and the subsequent conflict that ensued in the original Star Wars storyline. The Trade Federation continued to operate as a powerful corporate entity in the galaxy, but without resorting to aggressive actions that could threaten the stability of the Republic. What happened to the Battle Droid army? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the Trade Federation's blockade and invasion never took place. The Battle Droid army, which was created and controlled by the Trade Federation, was never activated and produced, as there was no war or conflict to fight. The Jedi Order and the Republic must always strive for peace and diplomacy rather than resorting to war. I couldn't agree more, Master Qui-Gon. The Battle Droids were nothing but killing machines. Without a war or conflict to fight, the Battle Droid army was never activated, and the Trade Federation never produced them. This prevented the mass loss of life and destruction that would have occurred if a war had taken place and the Battle Droids were activated. The galaxy remained at peace, and the Jedi Order and the Republic were able to address and resolve conflicts through peaceful means without the need for a massive droid army. What happens to the Death Star plans? I know that's kind of weird, but yeah, I'm asking that too. Yeah. In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the Trade Federation's blockade and invasion of the planet never took place. The Battle Droid army, which was created and controlled by the Trade Federation, was never activated and produced, as there was no war or conflict to fight. Without the Trade Federation's blockade and invasion, the Death Star plans were never developed. Since the Death Star was an ultimate weapon created by the Galactic Empire to maintain control over the galaxy and to crush any rebellion. I can't believe the Empire would even consider building such a weapon. The Death Star must be stopped. Indeed, the Jedi Order and the Republic must work together to prevent the Empire from acquiring such a dangerous weapon. In this scenario, the Death Star plans were never developed, and this super weapon was never built, preventing the destruction and loss of life that it caused in the original Star Wars storyline. The Jedi Order and the Republic were able to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy and prevent the Empire from acquiring such a dangerous weapon. So that means Alderaan never gets destroyed pretty good. So if you ever wanted to take a trip to Alderaan, feel free to do that. Who becomes the new Chancellor since Palpatine got arrested? Yeah. In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, Palpatine was never able to rise to power to be as Supreme Chancellor of the Republic. Without Palpatine's manipulation and control over the Galactic Senate, the Republic was able to hold fair and open elections for the position of Supreme Chancellor. I believe it is time for the Republic to have a fair and open election for Supreme Chancellor. Let the people decide who shall lead us. I agree. The Republic must be led by a fair and just leader. One who will serve the people and work for peace in the galaxy. In this scenario, a new Supreme Chancellor is elected through fair and open elections without the manipulation and control of Palpatine. This leader would be chosen by the people and would work to serve and bring peace and stability to the galaxy. What happens with Palpatine's Sith artifacts? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, Palpatine was never able to rise to power as Supreme Chancellor of the Republic, and the Sith artifacts that he collected were never obtained by him. We must track down and destroy any artifacts that could be used by the Sith to gain power. I will do whatever it takes, Master Qui-Gon, to protect the Jedi Order and the Republic from the dark side. With Qui-Gon's guidance, the Jedi Order were able to track down and destroy any Sith artifacts that were in Palpatine's possession, or that he could have obtained. This prevented the Sith from using these artifacts to gain power and control over the galaxy, and helped to ensure peace and stability in the galaxy. The Jedi Order has once again proven to be the defenders of peace and justice in the galaxy. In this scenario, the Jedi Order was able to prevent the Sith from obtaining any artifacts that could be used to gain power, and helped to ensure peace and stability in the galaxy. The Jedi Order and the Republic were able to maintain a vigilant watch on any items that could be used by the dark side to ensure that they were not obtained by the Sith. You guys are enjoying this so far, this fanfic? What does General Grievous do? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the Clone Wars never happened. General Grievous, who was a key figure in the Clone Wars as the leader of the droid army, would not have been created or activated. Without the Clone Wars, General Grievous would not have had a role to play, and would not have existed. We must always strive for peace, so that figures like General Grievous are never created to lead wars and cause destruction. I couldn't agree more, Master Qui-Gon. The galaxy will be a better place without the likes of General Grievous. In this scenario, General Grievous never existed, as there was no war or conflict for him to lead, and the galaxy was able to maintain peace and stability without the droid general's leadership and influence. Without the Clone Wars and General Grievous, the galaxy was able to maintain peace and stability, and the Jedi Order and the Republic were able to address and resolve conflicts through peaceful means. So, this is a pretty interesting fanfic. What happens to the Republic's 150 contingency orders? Because the Republic had 150 contingency orders, guys. That is a lot. But, yeah. In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the Clone Wars never happened. The Republic's 150 contingency orders were never activated, as they were created as a measure to control the clones during the war. Without the Clone Wars, the Republic did not need to implement these contingency orders to control the clones, and were designed to turn them against the Jedi if the war took a turn for the worse. It's a relief that the Republic never had to activate these contingency orders. It is better for the clones to be treated as living beings rather than machines. I couldn't agree more. Qui-Gon, this contingency orders were a violation of the clones' rights as living beings. It's a good thing they were never, indeed. In this scenario, the Republic's 150 contingency orders were never activated and were not necessary, as the Clone Wars never happened. The Jedi Order and the Republic were able to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy. And the clones were treated as living beings rather than machines with rights and dignity. What happens with the Jedi Order? In this scenario, the Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the Jedi Order was able to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy through diplomacy and negotiation rather than military force. Qui-Gon, being alive, would have continued to serve as a respected member of the Jedi Council and would have played a key role in shaping the Jedi Order's policies and decisions. The Jedi Order must always strive for peace and diplomacy rather than resorting to war. I couldn't agree more, Master Qui-Gon. We are the defenders of peace and justice in the galaxy. The Jedi Order, under Qui-Gon's guidance, was able to prevent the rise of the Empire and the Sith and maintain peace and stability in the galaxy. The Jedi Order would continue to provide guidance and protection to the Republic and work to resolve conflicts through peaceful means. The Jedi Order will continue to serve the Republic and the galaxy, working to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy. In this scenario, the Jedi Order was able to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy, preventing the rise of the Empire and the Sith, and were able to continue to serve the Republic and the galaxy, working to resolve conflicts through peaceful means. The Jedi Order continued to provide guidance and protection of the Republic under Qui-Gon's guidance, who served as a respected member of the Jedi Council. Would Yoda still die? That's a question with answer. Let's hear this. In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the Clone Wars never happened. And the Jedi Order was able to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy through diplomacy, negotiations, rather than through military force. As a result, Yoda would not have been forced to flee to Dagobah and would not have died in the original Star Wars storyline. The Jedi Order will continue to serve the Republic and the galaxy, always working to maintain peace and justice in the galaxy. Master Yoda, it's an honor to continue to serve under your guidance. With the Jedi Order able to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy, Yoda would have continued to serve as a respected member of the Jedi Council and as a wise mentor to many Jedi Knights, including Obi-Wan. He would have been able to train and guide Jedi for many years, passing down his wisdom and knowledge to future generations. In this scenario, Yoda would not have died. Instead, he would have continued to serve the Jedi Order and the Republic, working to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy. His wisdom and guidance would have been a valuable asset to the Jedi Order and the Republic. Alright guys, I'm almost done with this. Would Anakin be granted the rank of Master? So now we're going past Revenge of the Sith. That is very nice. Good. In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, Anakin Skywalker was trained by Qui-Gon in a balanced way, without the influence of the dark side and the tragic events that led to his fall in the original Star Wars storyline. Without the pressure and the loss of his loved ones, Anakin was able to maintain his balance and continued to serve the Jedi Order and the Republic as a powerful Jedi Knight. Anakin Skywalker, you have proven yourself to be a powerful Jedi Knight and a true defender of peace and justice in the galaxy. We grant you the rank of Jedi Master. I am honored, Jedi Council. I will continue to serve the Jedi Order and the Republic with all my strength and abilities. In this scenario, Anakin would have been granted the rank of Jedi Master, as he would have continued to serve the Jedi Order and the Republic as a powerful Jedi Knight. He would have been respected as a wise and powerful Jedi, and would have had the opportunity to train and mentor other Jedi Knights. His skills and abilities would have been a valuable asset to the Jedi Order and the Republic, helping to maintain peace and justice and peace and stability in the galaxy. Did Ventress still turn to the dark side? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the Clone Wars never happened. Asajj Ventress, who was a key figure in the Clone Wars as a Sith apprentice and leader of the droid army, would not have been created or activated. Without the Clone Wars, Asajj Ventress would not have played a role, would not have had a role to play, and would not have existed. We must always strive for peace, so that figures like Asajj Ventress are never created to lead wars and cause destruction. I couldn't agree more, Master Qui-Gon. The galaxy will be a better place without the likes of Asajj Ventress. In this scenario, Asajj Ventress never existed, as there was no war or conflict for her to lead, and the galaxy was able to maintain peace and stability without her leadership and influence. Without the Clone Wars, Ventress never turned to the dark side and never had the opportunity to become a Sith apprentice. The Jedi Order and the galaxy were able to address and resolve conflicts through peaceful means without the need for a powerful and dangerous figure like Ventress to fight against them. What happens with the Asajj oppress? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the Clone Wars never happened. Savage Opress, who was a key figure in the Clone Wars as a Sith apprentice and general of the droid army, would not have been controlled or activated. Without the Clone Wars, Savage Opress would not have had a role to play and would not have existed. We must always strive for peace, so that figures like a Savage Opress are never created to lead wars and cause destruction. I couldn't agree more, Master Qui-Gon. The galaxy will be a better place without the likes of Savage Press. In this scenario, Savage Press never existed, and there was no war or conflict for him to lead. And the galaxy was able to maintain peace and stability without his leadership and influence without the Clone Wars. Opress never turned to the dark side and never had the opportunity to become a Sith apprentice. The Jedi Order and the Republic were able to address and resolve conflicts through peaceful means without the need for a powerful and dangerous figure like Savage Opress. Did Qui-Gon join the Council? In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, he would have continued to serve as a Jedi Knight, but would have been able to continue his training and progress in the Jedi Order. Qui-Gon Jinn, you have proven yourself to be a wise and powerful Jedi Knight. We welcome you to join the Jedi Council. I am honored, Jedi Council. I will continue to serve the Jedi Order and the Republic with all my strength and abilities. In this scenario, Qui-Gon would have been accepted as a member of the Jedi Council since he would have continued to serve the Jedi Order and the Republic with destruction and wisdom. He would have been respected as a wise and powerful Jedi, and would have had the opportunity to provide guidance and leadership to the Jedi Order, as well as to the Republic. His skills and abilities would have been a valuable asset to the Jedi Council, helping to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy. I am grateful for this opportunity to serve the Jedi Order and the Republic in an even greater capacity. I will do my best to provide guidance and leadership. It is an honor to have you as a member of the Jedi Council, Master Qui-Gon. Your wisdom and guidance will be invaluable to the Jedi Order. In this scenario, Qui-Gon's presence on the Jedi Council would have been beneficial for the Jedi Order and the Republic. He would have been able to provide guidance and leadership to the Republic and to the Jedi Order and the Republic. His skills and abilities would have been a valuable asset to the Jedi Council, helping to maintain peace and stability in the galaxy. Alright, and then this last one, did Shmi Skywalker still die? Let's learn. In this scenario, Qui-Gon Jinn never died on the planet of Naboo, and as a result, the circumstances that led to Shmi Skywalker's death in the original Star Wars storyline would not have occurred. Qui-Gon, being alive, would have been able to intervene and prevent the tragic events that led to Shmi's death. I will do everything in my power to protect and take care of the people I care about, including Shmi Skywalker. We will protect her, Master Qui-Gon. She will be safe under our watch. With Qui-Gon's guidance, Shmi Skywalker would have been protected from the dangers that led to her death in the original Star Wars storyline. She would have been able to live a long and peaceful life, and would have been able to spend more time with her son Anakin, who would have been trained in a balanced way by Qui-Gon. In this scenario, Shmi Skywalker would not have died, as Qui-Gon and the Jedi Order would have been able to intervene and prevent the tragic events that led to her death in the original Star Wars storyline. She would have been able to live a long and peaceful life, and would have been able to spend more time with her son Anakin, who would have been trained in a balanced way by Qui-Gon. And right now I will do yep, that was it. So right now I will do my closing and say bye. Make sure to like, comment in the discussion tab, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!